Well, thanks for visiting us here at ArkLaTexHomepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Saturday night update on Hurricane Ida. We're expecting another advisory here shortly, but I think the forecast will probably not change much between now and tomorrow when this will make landfall in southeast Louisiana. But we are expecting Ida will eventually strengthen here overnight and through Sunday morning. So at the time I'm posting this, it is a Category 2 hurricane, but it is expected to strengthen into a Category 4 hurricane there shortly before landfall. Expecting a landfall maybe sometime early tomorrow afternoon. Winds will be about 130 miles per hour, so this will cause some catastrophic damage down along the southeast Louisiana coastline. In fact, they could have 100 mile per hour winds as far north as Baton Rouge there, but it will weaken as it moves inland. And notice it takes a little bit of a turn away from us here in the Arklatex. So at this point, we are completely out of that cone of uncertainty. But as we all know, those impacts do extend outside of the cone. So we will catch some of those outer bands from what will be Tropical Storm Ida, likely as it moves up close to the Arklatex after it weakens from hurricane strength here. But it is still possible we could see some tropical storm force wind gusts maybe south of Interstate 20. I'll show you that in just a moment, but really not going to see much with this system here in the Arklatex. So I think for most of us, we'll begin to see some of the outer bands from Ida push a little bit of rain in on Sunday. But if you're on the west side of the storm like we are, that's typically where most of the dry air gets pulled in, so there won't be a lot of rain here. In fact, probably will not see anything as far as severe weather, and the wind speed should be a little bit less on the west side of the storm as well, since those winds aren't coming directly in off the Gulf of Mexico there. But there's a look at your Sunday. Again, we are expecting some scattered showers, especially late in the day, but I think your Sunday probably a lot like Saturday was, maybe a little more of a breeze picking up in the afternoon. Now, once we get past midnight, the winds will start to pick up, especially south of I-20. And I'll show you the wind speeds here in just a moment. But notice with this system, there is a lot of dry air being depicted by Futurecast here. So it is completely possible on Monday, a lot of the Arklatex will be just dealing with some sunshine as well as the passing clouds and may not see much, if any, rainfall. It looks like we will probably see some rain in Texarkana as well as Shreveport, but it's probably not going to be a lot of it. So as far as any flooding, anything of that nature, that's pretty much out of the cards here for us at this point. What's not completely out of the cards, maybe the potential here to see some tropical storm force winds. That chance gets a little bit lower and lower with each advisory. We're now showing only about a 34% chance of tropical storm force wind, which would be a 40 mile per hour wind gust or higher in Natchitoches Parish. And that's the kind of wind that can cause some tree damage and pull down some power lines as well. So as far as the impacts here, we're just watching that little corner of the Arklatex here, and probably won't see those winds pick up until after midnight. And again, these will just be wind gusts. Your sustained winds on Monday will probably be in the 15 to 20 mile per hour range. So for most of us, it's just going to feel like a breezy summer day. The wind won't be anything too out of the ordinary, but occasionally we will see those wind gusts up to about 40 miles per hour. And we are showing that in Natchitoches late Monday morning. So I think from sunrise, 7 a.m. on Monday until about noon on Monday, that's probably when we would see the worst of the weather here in the Arklatex. But notice it's a pretty slow-moving system once it moves inland, so it's still possible we could be dealing with some 20 to 30 mile per hour winds up in Arkansas into Monday night. But again, 20 to 30 mile per hour wind probably not going to cause us too many issues. So I really don't think we'll see too much in the way of any problems in the Arklatex. Also, the rainfall continues to push off to the east here as with each new model run that comes in. So we're showing maybe some areas seeing a quarter to about a half inch of rain. Maybe the isolated location here that picks up an inch of rain, including some of the rain that we see on Sunday, with the heaviest rain likely to fall down along the coastline. So at this point, we expect very minimal impacts as far as power outages, and at this point, we will not see any flash flooding. And once we get through Monday, again, pretty tropical humid air mass is left over, so we will see some of those afternoon pop-up showers, especially on Wednesday. It will be a pretty warm week, mid-90s with high humidity, so we'll see those heat indexes probably over 100 or so, but it looks like a drying trend as we head into next weekend. And once we get past Monday, there's really not too much rain in that forecast.